Hello there. This video is a response to Christopher Greene at AMTV about his video about the falling prices and the real reason behind the drop in the oil price. Now, to summarize how many times you're wrong in that video, it's really hard, but you have extremely biased and wrong opinion about the situation, what's happening in Ukraine, and how that impacts everybody around it. I saw the video and I rushed to respond to you, but I need to pick up my daughter from the kindergarten, so I'm doing it as I drive. I explain to you a couple of basic things. First of all, you had a crucial mistake. They're talking about Yanukovych and the coup inspired from United States in Ukraine, and that Russia doesn't intervene there. Apparently you have zero understanding in the process, zero understanding of what's going on there, so I'll explain to you quickly. One of the exiled presidents of Ukraine, one of his sons is a dentist based on his education. Now the net worth of that son right now in 2013 was $500 million. Now, do you know how many root canals you have to do in order to pull up a net worth of $500 million? This guy has business growth over 7,000% over past 3 years. So the money is stolen, and guess where it's stolen from? It's stolen from its people. Now, the only reason why you would consider US inspired coup in Ukraine is based on the fact that at one point in time US somebody in the government of US confirmed that US invested in Ukraine over $5 billion. Now, if you listen closely, they said that they did it over course of years, to be exact from 1996. Okay, so over almost 20 years to give a country some $20 billion, sorry, $5 billion is not a big of a deal. US invests far more money into different countries, writes it off. What's not a problem. At the same period, Russia recently, and this is based on Putin's recent remarks, they've forgiven more than $80 billion in investments in Ukraine. So don't BS. Now, there is proven facts, and I know people who fight in the region. I fluently speak Russian, понимаешь меня? And I also, my wife is Ukrainian. I'm from Russia. My wife is Ukrainian. We have friends and family on both sides of the border. I know about this, the whole process. You have no idea what's going on, so don't even mention it. But in terms of your idea that there is an international war and it's a political war and it's economical war, it is true. Now, in terms of US intervening in that coup in that region, it's very important to mention that about 25 years ago, Ukraine was the biggest nation with the biggest amount of nukes. Okay? Nukes. Bad stuff. Dangerous stuff. Ukraine had the most. Now, according to some agreements at that time, Ukraine was supposed to disarm this whole arsenal, and they did. In return, Europe, America, and other countries were supposed to protect it in case something goes wrong. And what's happening right now is wrong. And that's where US and other countries, NATO, supposed to intervene and protect. So, and those countries, not US, not NATO, do not want to fight Russia. And for obvious reasons. And if I need to spell it out for you, that's a problem. But they trying to pressure, and it's true that they trying to pressure Russia, and apparently pressuring Russia through oil is extremely easy, because Russia gets almost 25% of its budget from oil, and the rest is coming from gas or something like that. So it's stupendously easy, and Russia was capitalizing, well, Russia wasn't capitalizing that much. The president was stealing the most of it with a bunch of his friends because their net worth is also insane. But Russia overall was living quite well from this money, and now this money is gone. Now, just to assume that Americans can say, hey guys, just a second, American can say, hey guys, we're going to drop the price of oil for everybody and everybody will be happy about it. That's a lie. Now, why it's a lie? There's over 30 countries in this world, 30 countries. We're not talking about people, we're not talking about companies, countries whose economy heavily based on oil export. And for every of these countries, besides maybe 5, low prices as they are right now, and we're in end of December, we're December 19th, and the prices last I checked were around $58, are not sustainable. Their economies suffer a lot. It means for them it's a suicide. They will not support. If America says the price drops, another 29 countries will say no, which means there's actual something is actually happening on the market. And on the market you have a couple of things which are happening. You have slowdown of the economy, global slowdown of economy. How it's represented? First of all, have you seen those light bulbs, efficient light bulbs that consume about 15 times, between 10 to 15 times less energy? Well, now they're installed almost everywhere. Now, at least 5.5% of world's electricity is produced by oil. So if we're using energy efficient appliances, we're actually diminishing that whole consumption. Therefore, oil becomes less in the demand. This is the basic thing. Probably you heard about solar roads. Recently, the very first one of these was installed in Amsterdam, and they're becoming more popular. So there is less and less in terms of energy demand, in terms of oil demand. It's not supposed to drop that much as they did in last couple of months, but it will drive the economy slower. Another thing which is important, there is a tide turbines, which are a new technology. It's being experimented with for quite some time, but now it's actually progressing. So tide turbines are taking over. They will also impact the energy generation. What else we have? And we have ECAT. Read about ECAT, and I'm myself skeptical because of the potential that they describe it can in terms of producing energy is enormous, yet they're taking it extremely slow. So there is ECAT, which supposedly can replace all existing ways that we produce electricity nowadays and other sources of energy, and the process is cheap and efficient and amazing, but it's not there yet, and that's why I'm a little bit skeptical. But some big companies are actually interested in that technology, and they're putting finances there. So there's lots of different small players here and there which impact the prices of oil, and you cannot just say US said so. Regardless how big US is, and everything is tied to the dollar in the end of the day, you still have the entire world to think about it. And 30 countries in the world, oil producers can say, hey dude, we don't like what you're doing, we're going to keep it up. Two other factors. You have two huge economies. You have China and you have India. Both of them reported a slowdown in terms of their economy. China officially announced that they will not grow to the estimates, which means less oil consumption for them. And also there is a couple of things about environment, where China said we're going to produce less pollution, which means they're doing something with their environment. It may be not that fast, but they're actually thinking for the future. Therefore, it's there is a chance that they're already starting to reconsider their future technologies, and they're looking more in terms of potential gas deals for future gas developments with Russia for next 30 years. So we're switching from one oil producer, and if they're going to receive more gas, it will impact how oil will be in demand worldwide. Another thing which impacts oil prices is the actual Russian sanctions. Okay, what about them? You have Russian restricting import of foods from most of the world altogether. So Europe is in a slowdown of its economy because they don't need to produce that much, and they don't need to deliver it. So it will impact. We're not talking about huge cuts in oil consumption, but if everybody reduces for 10%, and in every economy, and I probably don't need to explain to you, there is always a panic effect. If somebody says, hey, we're producing less, everybody start to be afraid of a chain reaction of everybody else, so they're dropping prices. So it's natural. In terms of the idea that you're talking about ISIS and the fake beheadings and stuff like that, I don't have people on the ground there. I cannot confirm. There's lots of people and lots of speculations what's happening there, but they're talking about the fact that ISIS pushes cheap oil into the market. Cannot confirm. It may be true, maybe a fake or a conspiracy, whatever it is. It's still with the given information, just to blame it on US and say, hey guys, you're doing it wrong, or you're impacting the oil price, is not true. And the new technologies that you were talking about in terms of market share, and OPEC decided that they will push they will keep the market share, and therefore they don't care about prices. Saudi Arabia actually can do that. They have money, they have reserves, they don't give a damn. Since 1996, I believe, or 1998, starting from Clinton and even before that, America was trying to stop the dependency on OPEC and other countries that deliver oil to United States, and they play with the prices. That started long ago, and they were delivering and developing and exploring new opportunities. And it's not surprised that those technology, it takes time. And here you have bunch of things happening at once between Russia, Ukraine, OPEC, slowdown of technology and progress in China, India, and the new energy efficient technologies. So lots of things happening in recent months, or announced in recent months, or confirmed in recent months, and therefore there is a panic on the market. But blame it all on US is a very big assumption, because if US is behind everything, absolutely behind everything, is just a stupid, scary theory. If they're so smart that they can outsmart every other country in the world, and they can play and do whatever they want, it means everybody else in the world is complete moron, and they deserve it. Okay? I'm pretty sure in the global economy with 7 or even who knows how many billion people on this planet, somebody can see it through. Somebody has access to technologies. Somebody spies on other countries and plays on the market. Just to blame it on US, just to blame it on Russia, it is absolutely wrong. Okay? You have lots of gaps in your video. Fix them, remove the video, give me facts in return to the claims that I made. If I made a mistake, I'll be happy to listen, debate on that. But your original claim or your overall claim has too many missing dots that you connected in the end. No, they do not connect. You have lots of dots, and there's lots of spaces where pieces do not connect. So I'm going to pick up my daughter. Have yourself a nice day.